This is not a normal warning. This is not routine advice. This is a message that signals something far more serious, something imminent. And it is being delivered directly to the civilians this time. Ladies and gentlemen, in a rare and chilling move, Israel has issued a public alert, telling people inside Iran to stay away from trains, stations, and railway tracks. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. In fact, the message was direct. It was urgent, written in Farsi. From a specific time in the morning until late evening, one clear instruction: do not travel by rail because your life could be at risk. Now, think about what that means. Trains are not military targets, are they? Well, they are everyday lifelines, workers, families, students, people who rely on them every day. And now, suddenly, those very spaces are being flagged as danger zones. Why? Because the fear is clear. Rail infrastructure could be targeted. Tracks, bridges, stations, the very network that keeps a country moving. And all of this is happening under the shadow of a deadline. A deadline set by Donald Trump. A deadline that comes with a warning: if Iran does not comply, there could be large-scale strikes on infrastructure, including the power plants or maybe bridges here. Trump has made it very clear, though, that he believes Iran can be taken out in one night. Basically, a statement that is as dramatic as it is dangerous, because if acted upon, it could mean widespread damage, not just to military targets though, but to the systems civilians depend on every single day. And yes, in the meantime, Iran is not backing down either. Well, the country has rejected ceasefire proposal pushed by multiple nations. Instead, it is now demanding a permanent end to the conflict, and that too on its own soil. Basically, we have a standoff, a deadlock, and time that is running out. In the meantime, Iran's president, Mr. Masoud Pezeshkian, he has responded with strong words, speaking of sacrifice, speaking of resistance and national unity. Basically, a signal that Iran is preparing for pressure and possibly more. Of course, at the very same time, the battlefield is already active, right? Reports suggest fresh strikes in cities like Tehran and Sharif, including hits on industrial and missile-linked sites, airports, facilities, launch zones, targets that are expanding now. And all of this, heavy bombers are in play. The US is reportedly using very powerful bunker buster bombs against the deeply buried targets that are linked to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Weapons designed not just to strike but to penetrate and destroy the hardened underground site. Now, look beyond Iran. Sirens are sounding in Tel Aviv as missiles continue to be fired. Regional tensions are rising. Even Saudi Arabia has reported strikes on industrial zones. So this is no longer a contained conflict. It is spreading across borders. And then comes the global ripple. Oil prices are rising again. Markets are reacting because every escalation near the Strait of Hormuz, it sends shockwaves through the global economy. But the most striking part of this story is not missile, not the bombs, not even the politics. It is the warning to the civilians. A sign that infrastructure, civilian infrastructure, it could become the next target. And that changes everything, because when ordinary spaces turn into potential target, the line between battlefield and everyday life, it disappears.